and gentlemen, you are welcome to Threshold, hosted by your dearest, Elon Jobs. And this is the virtual experience. Is it virtual or visual? Both. You're welcome. Tonight we want to talk about something just as we always do. Something that's going to shape your life and reflect on the reality of our existence. But majorly, tonight is a topic that I'm really, really interested in. Because somebody needs to explain something to me. What happened? Why is it that when I was young, all I was thinking about is that when I grow up, I'm going to be eating 2 meats, 3 meats, and even 4 meats. Quadri meats. But here we are as adults. All I'm seeing are breakfast, up and down, depression, rejection, up and down. Why? Why is adulthood this hard? Is it last year or 2 years ago, there's this trendy song by Omalade, is it Adulthood and Scam also? You know, is it true? Is adulthood a scam or not? Yeah, that would be our topic for today. Is adulthood a scam or not? How do we deal with the rejection, the suicide rates, all of these things are happening to the youthful population. I'm talking about 18 to 30, 35. Why is it so hard to be an adult? Why? Especially young adults. That stuff is shitty hard. If you agree with me, then you are going to enjoy this episode because Josh is also in the house. Dan Smith is in the house. Tracy is in the house. John Weiss is in the house. Of course, and we're having a virtual experience, an experience that includes some visuals. You being able to see me. And definitely you are going to love this episode. So stick around, stick through, and I'll see you when I'm back. So I'm starting this episode with a very obviously rhetorical question. Is adulthood a scam? And I would like that question to go to Josh for a start. Adulthood is a scam. I think in primary school they used to give all this. Adulthood is a scam. Give your debates. Your elucidate. So expatiate. On this statement that adulthood is a scam. And I know you did political science, so you should be able to give us some expatiating view.
Political science, they will say elucidate.
Elucidate. Elongate. Enumerate.
Everything starts ends with 8.
So expatiate on this subject matter.
Is adulthood a scam? I think maybe I sold myself on several. I did dream a lot. Okay. So you see all these fairy tales, a lot of them. You like say adulthood is a scam. I shall know that I did dream a lot and they have thought about many things. Then when I grew up, I saw that so not be so like because I used to see when my older brothers then when they were doing the stuff. So I used to feel. You see, I didn't see the responsibility part that comes with being an adult. Okay. So I just felt, they have the most, like you said earlier, the most meat. At least my dad, we get the most meat. If we cook catfish, we get the most of it. I didn't see the part that I was the one providing
the money.
How do women put that one? Provide, protect. All those
I think there's one guy that was teaching me 4P. The other one, is there one that provide, protect. There's one that is about sex.
Penetrate. Oh my god. So, all those details, I really didn't see them. So I don't know.
You didn't see that coming?
Oh god. It's shocking.
It's shocking. John, adulthood is a scam.
It's both a scam and not a scam.
So you are suggesting we should just die young since adulthood is a scam?
Since adulthood is a scam, perhaps we should find a mechanism that will
allow all of us to remain like kids.
Forever young.
Forever young. I wanna be forever young. I don't know that you're one of us. That's one of my favorite songs anyway, but it's not because I want to forever be baby. I prefer to be a young adult. Agile, ready to make quick, snappy decisions.
Exactly. I think
that's better.
One of the things that frustrates us as children was the fact that we couldn't choose ourselves. And I think that's the biggest reason why, for me, we are like, it's not like they make decision for you and they are like, that's the best decision to make. And you feel like this is not the best. So I want to make my own decision.
Despite your unknowing, I understand as children, as kids, we do have that tendency of believing that
exactly
know better.
And most of the time you are wrong.
The black shoe. the white shoe is better than the black shoe. Why? Why would they buy me black shoe? They that they are buying black shoe, they know that you cannot maintain white shoe alone.
Exactly.
Sorry. But I understand. And then so you love the idea that as adults you can choose those things.
I can choose those things, and I know the limiter of those things right now. That okay. By then, I'm like, okay, this guy in our class has one shoe that usually have lights.
Okay.
And once he's stepping, the shoe will be bringing out light. I was convinced of that shoe.
And your parents were not telling you that it's going to be hard for you to clean it or to put it in water.
And because
what they will just say is that you are not going to buy it. They can't buy it for you.
That's all. Or they cannot afford it. They will not tell you that. They will just tell you that.
But now you realize that it's either they can't afford it or they were thinking about the maintenance or the
exactly.
purpose usage. Wow, that's interesting.
So it's funny.
Dan Smith has always wanted to be an adult, so I don't believe he believes that adults use a scam. So let's hear from his uncle before we hear from Tracy that is youngest in the house, not yet fully an adult like that.
I actually don't think adulthood is a scam. Right? It's just.
You are not giving us the dictionary.
Calm down.
Not giving us the
It just wasn't what we thought it to be.
Okay.
I remember I used to bill one of my own to buy me this thing, one Samsung phone. Then, anytime you come to outside on Sunday, I'll tell him, bro, how about this phone I told you to buy for me? You say, don't worry, next week. You used to say, don't worry, next week. And then I remember the price of that phone at then was close to 40-something thousand.
Wow.
It was way back.
And that for something that would be more than, by the math that Tracy gave us earlier, that would be 150,000 plus or so.
So as then, I used to disturb you to buy me that phone too. You tell me don't worry next week. Then I used to
call
say,
me.
Then I would say don't worry. When I become an adult, I will buy phone for myself. I will buy phone for all the junior ones.
How many phone have you bought?
So last month, our last one called me. She said this thing. She wants to buy a new phone. I said okay. How much phone do you want to buy? She said the phone is 45,000 naira. That she has 3,000 out of the 45,000 naira.
You try now.
Then I told her, don't worry, next week I will sell you one. Then I remember, okay, this is what that man used to tell me then. So adulthood is not this kind. It just wasn't what we thought it to be.
Hey, it's not the bread of roses. Tracy, you are just a very, very young. I'm not calling you adults. Very, very young adults.
I disagree with that though.
Oh, okay.
Because I've been an adult for more than 6 years now. And being an adult for more than 6 years is anything that someone is doing for more than 6 years, I swear to God, it's not. That's where somebody reaches. Everybody has been doing something for 6 years and is not a professional, an expert or whatever. That person has a serious problem.
Okay, so how do you come up with the 6 years being an adult? When do you become an adult?
I think someone becomes an adult when they become 18 years or so.
No, that's not true. You are sitting. 18, that's why they call it 18. 19 is sitting.
Yeah, is adulthood when someone starts being a teenager?
Yeah, adulthood is like when you get to 20. And even clubs is 21, so which may officially make you an adult.
They said usually the legal adult stage starts at the age of 18. Adulthood can also be further classified as early adulthood stage and then early middle age.
Bro, are you talking about age of consent?
Age of
Not age of consent,
18.
adulthood age. Then if you just search, just a simple search.
So basically, adulthood is 18.
It starts at 18. Legal adult age stage starts at
Which
18.
country?
Which
Which law? Which country is that? Because legally here, you are like, that's why this girl was singing the year I turned 21. Legally in this part of the world, it's like 21 really. That you are really properly considered as an adult.
So
Anything before then, you are not.
Just 3 years.
The typical, if
Yeah,
you just
adult.
search adult on Wikipedia, you will see the typical age of attaining legal adulthood is 18. Although
In which
definition may vary by legal rights, country, and psychological development, an adult human male.
Anyways, the thing is, thank God you are the law. Right?
Okay.
And then beyond reasonable
Doubt.
beyond
What does the law have to say? Doubt.
And the law is the
Law.
And Nigerian law defines an adult as somebody over the age of 18.
an adult
Nigerian law.
or age of consent.
That's as in search for adulthood in Nigerian law. It's very easy.
It's
Just
18.
18
So
is
that you
the
can go.
age.
You can go
It's
to
the
jail
legal
from
age
18. I
of
think that's
adulthood. That's any
You can go to
an
proper jail,
18-year-old
not
person
juvenile
is
anymore.
totally responsible for themselves
Self.
in Nigeria. In
That's
Nigeria,
that's true.
I don't know about other
So,
countries.
as far as
So-
Nigeria
That's
is
As far
concerned.
as Nigeria and
You
we are
have
in
been an
Nigeria.
adult for about
For
6 years.
as
yes.
far as Iran is concerned, you've been an adult since.
I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if that's how
As
it
far
works.
as Iran is concerned, you have been an adult.
But I don't
since-
think Iran considers somebody that is 9 years old. They won't send a 9-year-old to jail. I'm sure about that. They won't send a 10-year-old to
A
jail.
10-year-old
So I think
can marry
it's
actually.
responsibility that makes someone an
In
adult,
Iran.
not really age of consent. It's actually different.
Okay.
Age of consent and adulthood are different. I think you are mixing that up. It's
Yeah,
the
so-
responsibility that
Yeah, one age of
makes
content
someone
is 9
adult.
also.
Yeah, so it does not. They know that somebody that is 9-year-old has to have a guardian and everything, but they still believe that yes,
He can
at this
marry-
point he can still be married
Married as 9.
at 9.
But you cannot go
Just
to
that
jail
your husband
at
must
9.
take care of you and whatever.
But your husband
and
must take
everything.
care of you.
And your husband must be your father.
Hypocrite upon you. Kò sí wàhálà.
So okay.
So basically now we have agreed 18 years old.
With the working number that is 18.
18.
So is adulthood a scam?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was a scam because given that scam means they sold you
Because you are
Bullshit.
getting all the meat that you thought you are going to
and
get.
it's not like there is an option of not taking it, which is maybe the option is taking your life and that's not illegal. So there's no option of rejecting adulthood. That no, I'm not buying.
Mm-hmm.
I want to buy childhood for life. That there's no opportunity for that. So I don't
No,
really want to,
I think there's something for that in the US. There's one guy that went viral. I don't know whether it was legally permitted for him later. That he wants to identify as a 7 years old or so. One man like that.
I
He
think
wants to
people
ascomble his responsibility of having 5 kids to say he wants to identify as a 8 years old gay or something like that.
I think it was later I discovered that most of those things were just exaggerations and all that.
Uh-huh.
So like it might even be somebody that is just acting. They used it to make a documentary and stuff. There are no real people like that, and then it's not even there. It's not even permitted by law.
So
If you like say that you want to be a 6-year-old child, if you commit any crime, you are going to jail and everything. So,
interesting.
like they were
Interesting.
pushing, they were trying to say trans age, trans whatever, and it's not actually real and everything.
It makes
So,
sense.
But so it's not like we really have that choice, especially in this Nigeria, for instance. It's
You're
not
an
like
adult by
Yeah,
fire by
if you're an
force.
adult, you're an
Whether you
adult.
want to admit it or not, you become an adult.
Agree or don't agree, you're an adult. They just put it in your hand. So, and the same with life. It was just we were just shackled with the burden of living, not like it was our decision to live. So now in the
Just
first
find
place,
ourselves here.
and then it's a crime to take it. So now that you are an adult, the most important thing, the first thing I understood is that nobody gave us correct preparation for adulthood. Maybe because it's normal for adults to be busy with their life. Because
Okay.
even me, I have not given any young person any preparation for adulthood.
It's more like you are saying an adult should live his own life, so that I can tell you how to
Live your own life
Live-
when you become an adult. So I don't think
So
that's very
unless
realistic.
it is going to come to you to now be telling you about how to be telling other people how to live their life, because unless you are busy living your life, you really don't have anything to tell at the end of the day. So there's a yin yang there that you must perfectly be living your life. Maybe after some time you may have a few weekends where you get away and tell people about how to live, some young kids how to live their life. I think Asmin was posted to one secondary school for his NYSC. Maybe you should be going there to tell them about how to live. You know, that is if he has lived life, he's living life, and he's currently, you understand?
And you gotta prepare them for adulthood.
The funny thing is, even the so-called adult is trying to figure out the adulthood.
Okay.
When you have figured it out, rich.
Go and tell people where
That's why we used to have seniors.
Uh-huh.
Seniors will tell us, when I was in this level, this was how it was. This is how you should do.
You know, like lecturer, you should avoid this.
Yeah.
You know.
So I think you should do the same kind of tell them, when I was 15,
Uh-huh.
this was what I used to think. Nah, I think you should at least to the point where you have figured it out too.
To the point you have reached.
I
and
scored all
figuring it
A's. In our time.
In our time.
So there's this thing I'm finding very fascinating, which is more like it's baked with adulthood. The moment as a child, you know, we suck it up when we don't really face rejection that much when we are a child, even still. You know, especially when we are very little kids. You know, baby. Everybody wants to make you happy. If you have a frown face, they want to make you smile. If you are crying, they want to pet you. And you know, everybody, the earth revolve around you. You know, the sun and the moon rises because of you. But as adults, it's a different ball game. Rejection is like everyday thing. You get rejected trying to toast a girl. You get rejected trying to, you know, write a course, apply for JAM. You know, anything. You get rejected trying to get a girl on your bed. It's just pervasive. In fact, there's this stat that said that only 1 out of 3 men that have had sex in the last year. You know, maybe below 30 or something. It's only 1 out of 3 of them. So out of what they're saying is that out of 100, that's about, is it 33? Are the ones that have had any form of sex in the last 1 year. So 66 men have been fucking themselves or remaining celibate. You know, it's kind of pervasive. So I said, Josh, let me go with Dan Smith this time. Dan Smith, rejection as adults. What are people? How do we need to prepare people? How are you handling it? What are your particular experience? You know, where have you been rejected? You know, I remember you wrote JAM twice. The first time you scored 25 or something.
Wasn't that worse?
Was that okay? Tell us how was it? So, you know,
what happened was they didn't release my literature this thing.
Even if tell us, what did you score? What was it? You know, what are your particular rejections? You know, how are you coping with it as adults? Because, and do you agree that it's more like an adulthood signature for you to be rejected up and down everywhere? Especially when you want to get into sales, making money is even crazier. There's the fact that you really want to do something and people say you are not good enough for it. You are not good enough to play football. You are not good enough to play volleyball or swim or something. And then there's another thing that even when you say you are find something you are good at, you are still going to face rejection there. So what are your particular experiences that somebody can learn from about, you know, rejection and handling it?
Rejections are tough. And at times it hurts our self-esteem. It hurts our ego, right?
It's not just hurts our ego. We are still going to talk about rejection leading to suicide because it's more than ego. It hurts people physically and emotionally and all of that. It's not just about ego. It can be tougher. I have my own particular. It's even leads into depression because it's my ego. I don't have ego. My ego can wake up and die anytime and come back.
Can we classify this as part of rejection, whereby in a case whereby one lecturer is denying a student from graduating?
Yes, sir. It's
Okay, I remember there was a time while we were in school. I don't think we just can remember. We were in this hall that night. What is the engineering hall? We were using Wi-Fi. Then they said one guy committed suicide at Tokyo.
Yeah, I remember that guy.
Because he obviously his lecturer was failing him. He couldn't graduate for the past 2 years or something. So the guy committed suicide. So we handle rejection differently. Some people take it to heart. Some people, it's why I said it hurts people's ego. There's this guy in our set. His name is Obi. So this girl was trying to talk to a girl in our session. So he was chatting up the girl in the DM, trying to toast the girl.
Okay.
On the level.
You know, this guy was one of the most cheerful people you see around. He plays a lot.
Obe, I know him.
So this guy now screenshotted their conversation. She was now posting one by one to our class group, WhatsApp group. And in my life, I've never seen whereby a kind of situation can change somebody that fast,
that drastically.
Cause it ruined that guy's this thing, self-esteem. He couldn't relate to people much. He withdrew himself from the class. Obviously, this person is battling depression. So he needed from that very moment, this guy wasn't the same guy used to know early on.
As he cheerful.
Till we graduated, the guy didn't come out of that
shell.
Exactly.
Just go back to himself.
So rejections can be tough, but it also depends on how each individual handles it.
So what are your particular? You are just be sharing stories of people getting rejected. What are your particular experiences? For me, I think one thing that people actually don't know is that it's a form of rejection in a sense. If you have a partner and you thought it's exclusive, which means you have an exclusive right, and then you are denied. It's like, and then your partner cheats on you, which is like you are denied of your exclusive rights. She say over the pussy. that was crazy. That went up for me. I was Jesus. And it's one of the first time I know that okay, things can hit different, and I battled with that in my way with some weird ways. Well, I was able to retrieve from it. The second lap was when I lost NG cards. That one's like I lost 94% of my team. That was like haywire. I just that one was really, really depressive. That kind of thing. So that's me trying to bring the product to the market, and and it fails. So.
I think I've had my own my own fair share of rejection earlier on.
Mm-hmm.
I was an SS student. There was this girl. Her name is Ayo.
Yeah. Now you are telling us the truth. I think that was the reason why you don't toast girl anymore. That girl toast you now.
Ayo, she's the most beautiful girl I've ever seen in my life till today. So
it's because you were rejected.
Sorry,
Yeah.
are you trying to
If
toast
you were
her over
not-
the podcast?
Are you trying to use this platform to toast her? What are you trying to?
I don't know. Maybe one day she listened to our podcast and she realized that what we had then was
What's love?
it was true. It was
I
real.
was
So Ayo used to come around. She used to come around to my desk. We used to talk.
okay.
We talk a lot. There was this other guy too. He's my friend. His name is Billion. So Ayo was choosing between me or Billion.
Oh.
Billion was the school head boy. Was my friend. Like we do relate. Then I noticed Billion used to go over to Ayo's desk to talk, to gist with her,
Going
blah,
higher.
blah, blah.
Let me go higher.
Me too, I will go. I will follow. I will try to disrupt their conversation. Say, what's going on? Why are you going over to Ayo's desk to talk to speak with her? And you say, Ayo is his friend. Both of them are just friends. Nothing else going on. Then I just overlooked it. So something happened one time like this. I think one of my friend Peter used my phone to text Ayo. He sent one naughty message like this. So unfortunately, Ayo's mom was with Ayo's phone that day. So she read that message. She now asked her, who is this guy? She now said the guy is one guy in our school.
Okay.
So it happened, her mom sees her phone and it got her pissed off.
Okay.
She came to the school the next day. She was telling me what kind of nonsense that am I sending that kind of text to her. I didn't send anything now. Then she said I had to bring my phone. And I checked my phone. I saw sent message. And I read the message. I said, I didn't type this now. Who did this? So after like a month, we stopped talking and she has moved on to Billion's side fully. Then one of my guy, Peter, now came and said he was the one that texted her that message. I wanted to run my daddy. So Ayo rejected me and moved on to Billion. That nonsense stuff.
Oh God.
From SS2, SS3, we didn't talk. Everybody graduated, blah blah blah. Just went off like that. So
Hey, yeah, my brother.
that was
You
the
see,
very
you need
first
a hug,
form of
brother.
rejection.
You just give this guy a hug. Okay, that's interesting, and I love that. Tracy, have you experienced rejection of any sort?
I've definitely experienced rejection. But I'm trying to think of from a girl. I don't think so. Like
Okay,
that.
from which area? Yeah.
But the one that is forever like immortalized, like will always be in my mind, is from Unilearn.
Okay. That one.
I
The hot
wasn't
admission.
too hopeful, but because I already knew the rules and everything. But at the same time, it was still very
So what did you score in your jam?
300
Okay.
and 79 in the posting. So it was just like
You were expecting admission,
normal combination, and then it was like
but you don't have O level.
yeah.
Let people know that fact.
And that
Let
was
the
the
court
funny part.
know that Mr. Arbitracy don't have O level.
And that
Before
was-
this guy go and pour sand on our own university face.
And,
Better by 5.
and that was
By far.
And that was the funny part. Now the most heartbreaking part is not even the school part as much as the O level part itself. The fact that someone raised the money for the O level, my sister, my elder sister, she raised the money for the O level. I knew what she was getting paid, and I knew how much she had to sacrifice to be able to raise that money.
Imagine.
And then
I'm
she
pitying
raised
the
it.
guy that is your sister boyfriend that actually made it possible. That guy
I am
tried.
not aware, but I'm not aware, but I seriously doubt that if that guy could fund that, that's if it was the guy I think it is. Though. So that's just it. So the funny thing was that she raised it and then she sent it.
Because women don't do all those heroic things unless there's a man behind them. That's one thing I know for a fact from experience.
And
There's a man that made this possible. Tell me who made it possible? Your
don't know
papa,
for sure.
your
I don't-
mama,
I don't
or
know
the
for sure.
fine boy?
And then I don't know for sure. And another thing is that
I beg, don't rob his sister of the glory, please.
I will just say how much I know. How
No, I
much I know.
definitely.
Definitely,
that's just
I'm
what
agreeing
I
with you. I'm just saying that.
So and then she raised the money and then
guys,
she sent
the
it.
kind of suffer that we guys go through for people.
And then
we
she
love.
sent it and then we paid for the O level and everything. And I went to do the exam. Like I remember that I spent 10,000 naira.
Well, 10,000 naira
I
was
spent
still money.
1,000 naira every single week, every single day. That I went
to
for the
write the
to write the paper, and I wrote
Where do you write
everything
it?
Yeah?
Where?
in Niger State,
From Abuja?
Sleja, yeah.
so
And
from Abuja to Niger.
from Niger to Niger every day, and I was hoping for the best because I was really using all my stuff. I was very I immersed myself into all the kind of everything that I could immerse myself into to make sure that I get everything in one single sweep and then in one clean sweep, and it looked promising because the O level I had that was a failure was that I had D7 in maths. I know what caused it. I know that it was because I didn't finish my stuff.
maths.
That was why I know what I did wrong. Given that I remember that day the man was using my own paper to answer question on the board, and I was feeling that that means I'm good. And then by the time he was going to hand me back my paper, the invigilator said he's going and
It's gone.
and as in they had to beg the man to collect my paper because I was like, how will I submit? I'm not even anywhere yet. The man was like, when they were writing on the board, was I not writing with them? I was like, is this normal word that I'm living in a word? So I remember that one. I knew what I did wrong, and I knew that I would not make that same mistake the second time.
Okay.
So I did everything the way I believed I was supposed to do everything. Then it was time for results to come out, and my result was not coming out. I was trying my code, I was trying everything, it was not working.
Then-
So we decided to go to the headquarters, NECO headquarters. That was also in Niger State, Mina.
Okay.
And then when we got there, the woman was like, yeah, they've been looking for me. They want to arrest. They want to arrest me.
Why?
For what? They said I was not registered for the exam, and I went to
Write this.
write the exam. I took their paper, I took their everything the whole time, and then I wasted their resources. And how is it my fault? Like, and then at the end of it, they said, okay, I was underage, they can't possibly
Prosecute you.
prosecute me and everything. But what I did. I was like, we are here to come and solve your problem. Like that day was like one of the most heartbreaking experience of my life. Because I felt like the number of things I felt like I'd wasted was just too much to even process at that point. Like the number of people I even disappointed at that point and everything. Like I just
is that like, way my sister give me money do? Is that way I carry money go like that to do?
Since then I was just like, I think that was the point where school really like departed from my mind to a large extent, because since then I was not really that motivated about any O-level again. Since that was the last time I was really, until recent O-level that I was motivated. I got motivated one way or the other. So glory. If not for that one, like that was before then. It was until that after I did that O-level that I got my kind of spark back. I think that was
that particular O-level that gave you the spark.
So before
the spark.
I really felt like anything I tried to do would just go, like something will just go wrong. It would just be a total waste of time. I became a pessimistic individual on that kind of.
We are still going to go down that rabbit, where we take on sabotage and suicidal thoughts. But let's hear from John. How he has been rejected before, who rejected him, and how he handled it. I thought your own should not be this dramatic, this prison looking. It's just like this guy just described Prison Break season 7 that did not exist. These are escape prison. They almost put me in Kiri. It was God,
Exactly.
So, John, what's your own particular experience in this department?
So, I love to be very athletic. I love athletics a lot. And it stemmed from the fact that I used to see pictures of my dad. The award that he won when he was running. He won when he was running and all of that. And this thing that
your dad is a runner?
Yes, he used to run when he was in
Wow. My dad is a professional runner. He runs from Bill.
So I used to see that and I was like, okay, I actually naturally like it too.
Okay.
So I was in SS1 this time and we were about to have inter-house sports.
Okay.
Immediately we started doing trainings and all of that. And I was like the second fastest person, but I was in SS1. I was competing with people in SS2 and all of that.
Okay.
After we have trained, after like 3 weeks, all of a sudden the person that was supposed to invigilate supervise us now came. The first stupid thing that happened about that thing is the fact that I wanted to be in blue house because my favorite color is blue.
Okay.
And for goddamn reason they gave me yellow. So I swallowed it and I was part of the team. Now this man came. What has he got to say? He said, you are going to run for are going to be this team for yellow house. And did not mention me. So all the train and people are pointing at me that this guy is fast, that I should choose me. It's more like, and I was skinny, right? To say the facts. Right now I'm still skinny, but if you see Skinny Pro Max skinny at that time.
Skinny Pro Max.
So he just was like,
Skinny Queen.
So I was very skinny and he just like, this guy, he just picked all those ones and that was the end of my career in secondary school.
Your running career.
Well, and I hated it because it set the precedence for other competitions, even outside competitions. So I thought as a SS1 student that it should be an accolade and all of that. But at the end of the day, he just keep me out and I was out of the competition and I wasn't interested.
There's the rule of drafting. Yeah, drafting do happen like that you will not be selected just by random luck and chance. You just not be selected. Not because you're not good, not because you're not.
So and the funny thing is that there were girls that were seeing me, that were my classmates that were praising me at that time, that were just practicing, and then
And I thought, the best runner in town.
and unfortunately I was not going to represent the team. Why it's actually pained me the most is that I actually left that school at SS2, so I was not able to be part of that competition the next year. When I got to the other school that I went, they did not do any inter sports. That's how I miss inter sports.
Essentially.
So it's actually hurt me. I'm like, I used to tell my dad, am I worried? You know, like I also will bring something and bring an award, and the guy just deaded it if there's any word like that.
Wow.
So I think that's one of the
in French,
most painful story
interessant.
of rejection for me.
Josh, I know you have been rejected a lot. I remember in 2021. Please give that guy handkerchief. Give him handkerchief.
Don't cry.
Don't cry, my brother. Don't cry. Tell us, what are your, so that people can understand. You see, the reason why we are going through this loop and trying to see where is that your case is not different. We all face rejection at one level or the other. We have our own fair share of this thing. So don't think you become an adult, all of a sudden everybody is rejecting you. Girls are rejecting you. Jobs are rejecting you. Inter-sport is rejecting you. Neko is rejecting you. Is it Neko that you did or why Beatrice? Neko is rejecting you or why? So Neko is rejecting you. They even want to carry you and go and put you in Kuje prison. That's it. So, Josh, who rejected?
When people want to do testimony in church, they will say,
testimony time. Overcomers time.
Where do I start? I don't even know.
Uh-huh.
I think the rejection is much. Where I think I will just talk about the ones that pay me most.
Okay.
Or the ones that, at least the one I remember, those are the ones that pay me most.
Okay.
Let me start from this one. In 2021, director talked briefly about the fact that NG cards failed, blah blah blah. You see, in 2020, when this guy they sold their company, what's their name? Paystack. I said I like the dream a lot. I thought I was joking the other time. I was feeling like 2 years.
The Lulu is the Solulu.
You will have sold the NG card and then I will buy truck. I will give some people certain number of cards. I don't, why do I why do I stop? But I remember anyway that you see that's why it's good to have at least leaders that are clear and not they are not delusional.
Okay.
Like, I think I said it. I like to say some things out sometimes. So I said something around that where then the director was saying something like we in 6 years may not be done with all of this. That thing paid me so much, right? But then I just said, well, but maybe thank God for that. It would have made a different toll on me when it happened that those that were my house, roommates, were not who I thought they were. Eventually, those that I believe were working on the project, that they were already seeing future. That in fact I was thinking, there will be this big city, this blah blah blah. It was all they started using police to arrest us. Those that I was ensuring that I hustle this. I ensure even if I'm not motivated to say maybe get clients to work or new strategy to work, the fact that they will collect salary is one thing that will maybe wake me up at night. Of course, I get commission, right? You will say that, but then it's not only that motivates you. All of it, the fact that you have people that they must be paid because most of the time they are paid in cash. Nothing they pay at they're paid in cash. So, and it's not like me, I have raw cash say for commission at that time. So fuck it. Majority of it I was actually they were part of the main reason. And when I started saying okay, this, that, and then it came to a point. Then that was the first time I realized in my life that when people want to resign, they send email. We say na WhatsApp, we dey want to send file na WhatsApp, we dey use send to us. Then people go dey send email. I want see long Kinigan director of strategy. Kinigan, it's a nice time. They were resigning. Fair part 1 break of heart. I think that was one. That one is not like it's very close. I wouldn't expect so much. That one resign. Then the next one, that one too resign. At least the one that I believe I was seeing future with is the mobile guy. Blah blah blah. That one too resign. He didn't only resign. He made sure he collected the cash like on grant.
All of his invested capital.
All of the invested money. So, guy. So you didn't. I thought we all believe. I thought we were in this thing together.
No.
I thought we were in growth 5 years at least. So that thing shocked me. I didn't know that people change.
No, people change.
That thing shocked me. It was like a shocker for me. Right. So that's
step 1.
That's step 1.
Step 1. We are step 2.
Now, you see, I was saying something about the fact that as much as possible, see, clarity is necessary. So when that one happened, then my own point was, and then I will revenge. How will I revenge?
This guy was doing like Terminator. I'll be back.
Yeah, I'll be back. Definitely we were low on cash at that point. When you see a lot of people are going, they said they invested money, blah blah blah. So
they never collected. They were just withdrawing.
Cash, no. Go come back.
People are just collecting cash up on that.
So that means we're low on cash, and then let me say maybe I was the chief revenue officer, so to say, like that was my sole job. Okay. Then I said, "Fuck you guys, I'm going to revenge." Then I started pitching people left and center. Then I remember this woman, Chinese sneaky. Then I gave her 1 or 2 this thing. Then I spoke to her in the language she understood. And then she said, "Oh my God, okay." Then she was going to refer someone to us, and then she has so much followers. I think she has a daughter, and then the daughter already has a daughter. So and then she's like 40 something years old. You should know that black community. Then she connected me. She's in I forgot the part of US she is, and then she connected me with one guy. Then the guy, we spoke on phone. The guy has access to Nicki Minaj, has access to Jay-Z, like has pictures. If you say na just mouth, he don't show me picture. I say, God, I don't blow. I tell you guys, fuck you guys. Fuck you. God, in fact, God did that Jay-Z sang. I've written my own version before this, and then he gave a date that he was going to pay. Right, and then but if we've not collected the cash, we don't believe the
very
money
important.
has entered. So,
closing is different from collecting.
Pay
attention to that.
Ricardo will not tell you this one. They're telling you for free today, or it's until you collect
the money. That's when you really collect.
When people in US, when they tell you they'll pay you, it might pay you on Friday.
They have credit.
Most of the time, they
it might cash up you.
It might cash up you.
It might sell you.
It might sell you. No. They know what they are doing. They are either going to get paid on that Friday, or the fact that they have a credit card
exactly
that they are going to use to pay. So forget it. But then, even then, we don't take chance because we are used to all these Nigerian customers that we say, "I will pay you next week." You will call them for 1 year.
The next week never come.
You remember that 42K man? He's never paid his 42K till tomorrow.
You want about any customer? One day I will tell you the full story.
So all those hard lessons made us concluded that we must collect before anything. So when I saw that he said he was going to pay half, that's the deal was $14,000. Right, we're going to build this game app, blah blah blah. We had so $14,000 was enough revenge, and I think dollar was just 500 or so then. So it was like 7 million. I believe when that comes in, we are good. At least we have enough cash
to run to be stable.
So I said, okay, how I will be sure that the guy will pay? We should first pay for UI UX. I said you should just send that one is $1,400. That's 10% of the money. Okay, he said, can he send 700? That is okay. He was going to send 1,400. That was what he was going to say. And then he then called. He was not trying to just confirm, and then he saw that my location was Nigeria.
Let me go. Yeah.
Then he saw that my location was actually Nigeria. He thought, so when he had Nigeria, the Nigeria that he had like this, then the guy he was about even boarding flight, and then wanted to be. Yeah, beginning to tantrum that he says, "Kama is a this one. We want to help you build." Then the guy was changing it for me, and the person that referred it was disappointed in me that how will I be a Nigerian? That as in, I didn't even know what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Like I was disappointed that okay, the fact that I'm a Nigerian is going to deny me of $14,000. In today, how much is that? I know it's more than 20 million.
Yeah, roughly.
That's more than 20 million. I shall know it's more than 20 million. So it was, and you know the crazy thing was that I was telling the director then that you see, I'm going to, in fact, I'm staging a revenge very soon. That some money, I'm expecting some money that we are going to flow in, blah blah blah. 14,000. You know what he told me? Before anything, he said, what he knows is that wounded soldiers don't fight. me, I wasn't feeling any wound yet. What I know was that I was going to, fight.
Yeah, I'm going to fight this battle.
I'm going to win. I will win. That was I swear to God, it was until that, after that event, I never knew there's anything called depression. My own pass Omale Afro depression. Like I enter, in fact, they were now that was Abi and it was that was not schooling me on gratitude. I should be grateful to God. I said I don't call grateful to God. What else? I didn't see reason to be grateful at that point. But, wait.
Oh God.
See, I believe no. In fact, maybe I was going to write a book after if that $1,000. Okay, this is how to say, but then it was painful. It's one of the most heartbreaking.
Very important lesson there too. The wounded soldier don't fight. There's a reason why they used to pack wounded soldier off the battle because you are going to cause more damage than you are going to help on the long thing. You are going to weaken the one that's strong.
I swear.
Because the moment people are seeing one person's legs that is off or the person's leg that is arm is off, they will not be motivated. They will be thinking that that's what will happen to them too. So, wounded soldiers don't fight. They take them off the battlefront so that the ones that are capable will do it.
That's it. Less wisdom. A wounded soldier.
Yeah, the wounded soldiers don't fight. They don't. So essentially, you have shared different. So I think people have learned from all these things now and to realize that okay, depression is rejection is part of the game. It just happens in money, in business, So the thing I want us to reflect on is how do you cope? Because people have suicidal thoughts. I think they say there's a pandemic of suicide now, especially among men. Among men, there's so much due to the pressure of I want to provide for my family. I want to be rich. Many people are doing Yahoo. I want to have money as much as they are. All these things. How do you propose people have managed suicidal thoughts? Have you ever had suicidal thoughts before? So who has an opinion on that?
I think I've had it once, and that should be 2022.
Okay.
Right. But it's 2022 when we got arrested.
Okay. That was 2022.
Yeah. So me, director, and Josh, we got arrested, and they took us to zone 2 at this in Onikan, Lagos. The one afternoon, I was just normal praying. After praying, I just sat down. I was thinking, what happened? What did I do? Did I kill anybody? Why am I denied access to almost everything? Then I just stood up. I walked closer to the toilet. I saw the the ocean. That's an ocean, right? Saw the ocean. I was like, if I had the opportunity to just jump beside this, and let everything just end. I don't mind though. I was just thinking about it. Then I said, no, don't worry. So that said, no easy.
This guy like life too much. You like life too much.
But at that point, I, for the very first time in my life, I had a thought. I think what happened that day was, it was that day they took me to this place, Ikeja.
Okay.
Pick up that guy. Imagine me in handcuff.
God.
I was telling the policeman that where will I run to? My two brothers are in the cell. Will I leave them there and run there? Where am I running to? Yeah, said, don't worry. Don't worry. You have to just be fast. Just 15 minutes. We are back to this. And I was in handcuff. Even when we go to the Ikeja market. I was looking at my side. I used to see people in handcuffs. I used to watch people and see people in handcuffs. I didn't believe one day I'll be the one in handcuffs and they'll be taking me around the market with handcuffs in my hand. It was, I felt so bad that day, and I actually thought of committing suicide at that point. But then, thank God for today.
Anybody with similar experience, you know?
Suicide, you never read that part. It was my own.
I don't know. I love life. I love life. There's just yeah, you were saying that.
The only thing is, say I got a point where I didn't see reason for being grateful for all this Jordan Peterson. Jordan Peterson was that like
God nothing on you.
God nothing. Was that like what are you saying? Yeah. Tell me another one. You got to a point, say I was almost completing all those motivational videos. I will complete their sentence. Yeah.
I think the closest that I got to that was trying to just think through it. That okay, if I say things are hard now and I just die, what's the point? Okay, do I feel like I want to continue to live or not? I think that's the first question. And I'm like, well, I'm not damaged. My leg is not broken. I can still be revived. It's not like life has ended for me. Because
what were you going through that is making you question?
Okay, I think it was 2021. I had a series of misfortune.
Jesus.
So, first, the saga of these people that left, the story does not end with Josh. So, there's one of these our staff that actually was looking for his laptop and then took our own laptop because of, I don't know, I cannot, because it is not fathomable that you took an
Toshiba.
No, he took an Apple MacBook Pro 2019 or something, because you cannot find your Toshiba that doesn't have, that the keyboard is not working, that you cannot even use to work, that you have to give you another laptop so that you can be working with it. Now, the silliest thing is that you did not pick your own laptop that was the work laptop that was assigned to you. You went ahead and picked a bigger one. So in the process of this, we were having issue, and he did that. And all of a sudden, I was actually asking for the laptop. That, where's the laptop? Blah blah, threatening him that maybe police and all of that. And lo and behold, it was me that they brought police for. And they said, okay, they are inviting me to their police station, and we just went. We thought it was just a normal thing, because when you have that confidence that you have not done anything, you don't have anything to fear, and we just went because it was not just me that they arrested. They arrested me and director. We got there, and the thing was, now what we thought was simple is now turning face to something else. The police that was actually in charge said that I took the laptop of this guy. What do you mean by I took the laptop? And he actually gave the laptop to a girl, and when the two of them were actually under my supervision in a sense. And the girl was not even around anymore. The laptop, I don't know how that one got lost or anything. I don't even know.
Between them, yeah.
I don't know how that one went. So now the accusation is that I took his laptop or I've stolen the laptop. I was like, okay, I did not take any laptop. And if you are going to say I take any laptop, at least you have evidence.
Mm-hmm.
That is the twist. The policeman said that, of course, that what he has to do is that he will lock me into custody till they find evidence. So now, till he is able to find out that girl, the girl that is in Ilorin, we are in Lagos at the time. Did they able to find that girl and interrogate that girl and all of that, blah blah blah. They do all those processing, and then in the meantime, I will be inside say, for what? So I don't know if they actually arrest people without evidence. I don't know. And put people in. Thank God. And to say the thing is, I actually was inside that cell. I went inside the cell at a point. I paid the stupid policeman, one of the stupid policemen so that I would not enter the cell. I paid him all the money that was with me. And all of a sudden, he was not there again. And they just tell me that I have to be inside. What am I doing here? I said, I've seen somebody. Blah, blah. No. They just they just threw me inside the cell. And you see all these guys that are criminals. I've never experienced that kind of experience before. I've not had that kind of experience that you feel powerless. You feel that these people, they can do anything to you and you have nothing to do. And you cannot run away from it or fight it. Because you fight how many people? You fight 15 people, 15 grown-up guys. So thank God that the director actually came back and actually secured my bail and all of that. We bought another laptop for him. That's stage one. That's where the issue started happening. Apart from the fact that every structure that has fallen before. Now, there was this time that I had to go to meet somebody, one client. So I was with her. I helped her set up the website, did everything well, and she said she called. She did not call me. She called director the next day and was saying this guy was trying to toast me. Blah 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 blah. What the fuck? What do you? What do you mean, man? Like the first thing was when I was about to go, she started acting one kind that I don't understand. I cannot remember the incident. I can remember the incident clearly. I wanted to save her number, and I was like, what should I save her number with? And she was like,
she thought you were trying to collect.
And then she started reacting somehow. I'm like, killer, what do you throw? What do you receive? So, and I just left. I was like, okay, people, maybe she's something that I don't know. People are like that, and but the second day she was now calling and saying that what she was actually doing was reporting me to my supervisor. That I was trying to toast her. I'm hungry.
Wait. Why did you toast her?
Why did you toast her? Since he thought you were trying to toast her, why did you go ahead and toast her?
I think she later apologized at the point that she was going through something.
Yes, sir.
And that one in the same particular year. At that same particular year, it was that year that I misfortunately broke a laptop. For God's sake.
With what?
It was the earpiece. Like it. I was listening. I was using the laptop. So.
What kind of laptop? So that they will know the weight of the
cards.
It was a fucking MacBook, for crying out loud. So I was working and listening to music, and then the director called me from upstairs, and I wanted to go with my laptop. No, I wasn't. I've been using the laptop. I went and I came back to pick the laptop. So when the first time that I left the laptop, the earpiece was in the middle and was slightly closed. So I came back rushing to return to go back. I just pressed it. I just said, "Okay."
Let me go. Yeah.
So so those like 3 events or 4 events in the same particular, like in sequence, I was feeling like I know anything how to do anything like this. Why is just bad luck just following me? Like I don't know. It's like
this is serious.
There's a kind of bitterness. That bitterness that why what's happening?
What did I do?
That will not let me rest.
Village people follow me here.
I got to that point. I was like, what is the essence of this life for real? Just like,
if it's going to be one out to the next,
I'm just like, maybe all those laws that I've taken, none of them has damaged me. So I think I thank God for that. The fact that none of them have reached the extent that maybe one of my hand has been lost, that I cannot be full again or something like that. So I just had that hope that, I still can, let's say, I can still bounce back. I'm still full. I've not been totally damaged. It's not like I can still revive.
Beatrice is a young adult. So I don't think he has had reasons to question life. Or have you ever had a reason to?
I have never contemplated suicide. Like of course I think about why should someone be living and everything like that. Like
that's you contemplating suicide, because if you're asking why should you be living, you are contemplating suicide.
I do think about that. I had been thinking about that for like years. But one thing I feel like I know for sure is that I am going to most likely commit suicide if I feel at any point that I've lost like control of my mind. Any point I feel like that's what I'm going. That would be my next what's the name? My next course of action. I have gotten to that. I've thought about it before, that if I at any point feel like I lose control of my mind, what was the point of staying alive at that point?
But if you have lost control of your mind, it means that you don't have this decision at your precipice.
Yes, exactly. No, like
you can't even make the decision to commit suicide.
Well, boy,
because losing your mind means that
I know people that have lost their mind, but they still usually have time when they are
intervals.
Yeah, they used to have that kind of break.
You always have the delusion that since you come back now, it's possible
you
are back.
Maybe Shabai. I do think about it that way. If I ever feel like that, I would possibly consider it.
So, why do you keep living? What would be your advice for somebody that is contemplating suicide? Why do you think it's worth to keep living?
I think my major driver in life is the fact that I feel like when I die, or when you die, when a person dies, that's the end of existence. I don't believe in life after death. Okay. And what I realized is that people that actually believe in life after death, they are not that happy to go and die. They are not like it's not a motivator enough for them to go and consider death. So I realized that most people don't believe in life after death. They are just pretending it exists. They are just telling themselves like they are not strong believers in life after death.
They don't have faith.
Most people don't have that faith. They just say it in their mouth. Because if the way many people that I expect to have like strong belief in life after death, the way they avoid death surprises me. And me, that I don't really believe in life after death. I think that when you die, that's the end of your life. That's the end of your existence. I realize that if you die, you have finished writing your story. So as long as you should try to stay alive for as much as you possibly can, as long as you are being gifted the opportunity to stay alive, you should always try to maximize.
But these people that give the mic to people that have gone through tough time, man. Since when Neko wanted to lock you up, you didn't feel like committing suicide. Why do you think it's worth living, even in spite of your hardship? Why do you think?
Why I think it's worth living is, okay, let me give you my thought process. What's the essence of life? Like, that is the question that I was led to. Like, what is the essence of life? And I see that really you cannot find it externally. Like, find anything externally that is the essence of life. For real. Do you say the essence of life is to have money? And when you have money, and then what? And then what? You get into that loop of, and then what? So what's the point? But it is just the mere love that you still have to know that you have these people that you care about, and then you yourself, you feel like you still want to live, and then you check. I think that is the most important thing, the fact that you feel that you want to live. If you don't feel it, it's a problem. Perhaps if you consult people that would help you out, because if you don't have that feeling in the first place, there is no other thing that can actually supersede you, that can tell you that you should live or not.
Josh, because I can't imagine myself committing suicide over a degree. It's not even possible. That one lecturer is failing me himself. Before lecturer fail me, I've left all of them there. So that's step one. $14,000 did not come through. And then was this today that we are losing money? You understand that kind of thing? What? We went to police course for 28 days. Now we are out. Hello? And we have been using it to tell stories since how many days now? And we are using it to go viral. So what? I'm like that. I'm a very happy boy, very pragmatic, up and looking. So, but when someone is, in the midst of all of that, how do you find your reason to live?
The thing is that, see, all this, the suicide part, God forbid, I've not really seen but the thing is, I know it's real, because thinking about depression, if depression facing me, I didn't believe it was real. I believe in mental toughness, toughness, all this that they talk. But see, depression hits me. You see, I didn't even agree I was a good soldier. You understand? So that's why I'm actually believing that definitely this society may actually be real, because the fact that I even got to it. You see, ask Miss Tracy. I used to be the one that will tell their mommy and co. I'll give them several reasons why they should actually thank God, and it's like a therapy that they will really be thanking God for you, and it's genuine, not like I'll just conjure this thing. But then of course I will look at what will actually make them really see the fact that they are correct. So that's me really growing up, not even when I see life. When life see me, I forgot the sermon. I needed a preacher. So I think maybe when you start feeling suicidal, in the first place, surround yourself with people that you see that at least they are closer to reality. They have what looks like wisdom, right? You can't tell for sure whether, even if you don't know 100%, but then at least they have what looks like wisdom, right? So you try and be around those people. You see, when you are depressed, you won't know, and you'll be withdrawing from almost anybody that can help you out. Here you get. So when you start noticing
that stuff is the rabbit hole.
The fact that you are even aware that you are being suicidal, you are thank God for your life. At least you are aware. You understand? So now that you are aware, what you should do is that go see a doctor. A doctor. They say if this thing passes for 3 days, go and see a doctor. A doctor in this case is someone that has seen life, can relate to your struggle. You see, if the person relates, I swear the person will bounce you out of the struggle. You understand? You, because you've been in cell for 3 days. You can't see me where we say use 25 days. I swear I will talk you out. Or you see that use 26 and 27 days. Or you saw a director that use 28 days. The doctor. So when you see people, if you are grade B, fine grade, they will. You see, when Ronaldo lost his daughter, God forbid, I can't imagine such scenario happen to myself. But when he lost his daughter, and then he resumed, you useless human being like this useless God-forsaken manager. The fact that I even call him manager is a disrespect to every manager on earth. That useless man, that is that useless AI generated Guardiola. That what's his name? That useless guy. What's his name?
One hag.
Eric 0.5 hag. He started. He was kind of benching Ronaldo, Cristiano.
When a player is not good enough, the coach will bench him now.
And making statements like Cristiano Ronaldo. No, listen to the statement. Cristiano Ronaldo, the highest goal scorer in the history of football, like currently.
That
Needs
time, now.
to prove, as at that time he was. Now he is still the highest goal scorer.
By margin.
He said he needs to prove to him that he can
Can
score goals.
Of
I
course.
mean,
Was he lying?
You can imagine
lying?
that. You see,
You imagine that disrespect.
here the this the backdrop. The backdrop is that Ronaldo lost one of his twin. So when he lost that daughter, he was just getting back. So he got late to pre-season. So they were not even believing him. The
That's
club
not
that he used
That's
to
not
play.
true. That's a lie. That's a lie.
All right. So
Tell your own part of
you
it.
understand? So when he got there, and then even the club that was supposed, they were not believing Ronaldo that he left. He was supposed to go to Man City. He went to Man U because that's his childhood club, blah blah blah, where they raised him. And then the new sheriff is there saying nonsense to Ronaldo that his record is still standing. It's not a former football player, still standing. Nobody has broken it. And then he says he needs to start proving to them that he's scoring goal. And now they won't even want to now bring Ronaldo as substitute by 86th minute. He's a verse come up for 50. If like that one. But you see, that's depressing, obvious. And then what did he do? He himself go find doctor. Then Jordan Peterson, I saw them do video together, and then Baba, I don't know what he talk to her. He shall follow up talk. In fact, when he follow him talk, blah blah blah. So Ronaldo came back, started scoring goals. So, so I believe you need to really talk to a doctor, see a doctor. Really like
Symptom persist after 3 days.
After 3 days, the symptoms persist.
See a doctor. So that's it. What's your own? You know.
I was just trying to take a piece.
Yeah, so
So I was saying the other time that you think within yourself, do you still want to live? Now that you've discovered that your innate being wants to live, but it looks like your current reality, your current situation is forcing you to commit suicide.
you see, people are in a very lonely space, and most of the time they can't even answer that question clearly whether they want to live or not. The reason why someone like that will ever listen to this podcast is that they are not sure whether they want to live or not. They are not certain whether they want to live or not. They are not.
for sure.
So how do they find that truth? How do they come to that conclusion that they want to?
You see, the thing is,
I love George's contribution about seeing a doctor, anything. And I think we are I used to talk about this thing that we are in over mother and under father generation, which means we have less fathers and more mothers. Mothers are warriors. They just worry about you are looking sad, they're not. Fathers are like, problem solver. They look at you in the face and say you are feeling suicidal, and they will talk to you, And I think less of people that are being fathered, that are properly fathered in our society today, which means there are no people even in people's circle, that where people spot it where Josh, wounded soldier don't fight. There's always a need to be grateful. You cannot be done with gratitude. You cannot be done with saying you are done. After we are now done being grateful.
Yeah, God, thank you.
Yeah, God, thank you. What next? I was saying, no, it's a continuous process. If somebody save your life on a Friday, right, on a Monday, it doesn't end on Monday. It's saving your life on Monday that makes you stay awake till Friday. That makes you stay alive till Friday. So which means you will continue to be grateful even the fact that what they did happened on Monday.
Exactly.
There's no ending to it. And even the next Monday, you are still grateful because last week Monday, somebody saved your life. If not, you will not see this Monday.
Exactly.
So that's the way you keep thinking about it. There's no ending. But most people are in an underfunded environment. You know, you see people that are committed suicide, they will see that they did it under their mother's watch or something.
Mm-hmm.
There's nobody that will be look into them and talk reality to them and then be, you know, I posted a video on my status today, right? That video that we were sharing together. That Jonathan was saying that the reason why people stay silent or don't face the demon is because they believe they are going to have it easier for the time being. That the problem is that if having it easier for the time being will lead to an other life over time. Which I was giving the example that if you can't face your girlfriend and tell her now that I'm not a money bag, stop this billing mindset on. And because you are afraid you are going to lose her, you are going to lose her in the long run. Yeah, because she continuously wants a money bag. And in fact, you are going to lose her after 5 months of suffering, of using all your savings to meet her expectation, her needs, you know. So you need to face the reality of your life as it is right now. This goes into every other area, you know, your academics, your whatever. So I think we are in that generation that we need more people with more masculine energy that can lift others. You know, when two friends, when one of your friends is having suicide, the other one is so feminine that you can't even help him out of it. You can't even drag him out of, snap him out of his this thing, out of his, you know, out of his, how do you call that thing when you are folding inside, you know.
It's not worth chicken out for. Like, it's not like
you can't drag him out of the dungeon, you know, out of the darkness, because there's no masculine energy there. You know, there's this family, you know, it's, you know, somebody's feeling suicide. The next thing you are sleeping with him, you are, you know, offering your pussy to him without hair. Are you serious? Are you serious? You are just, you know, helping down the rabbit hole the more, you know. And the funny thing is, the reason why you are really pushing him down the rabbit hole is that you are not faithful. So you end up even breaking his heart for that. By the time you realize that you are his friend's girlfriend, or you have a boyfriend, or you just sleep with him for the time being or whatever, and then you put him down more the rabbit hole. You just give him a shadow reason to stay alive, which is like, you know, pussy are good, don't die yet. And then all of a sudden you realize that no, your pussy is not loyal, you know. And then you start questioning what's the essence of life again. So those are the things, and that's what I wanted to add a point about. How do you find the reason to stay alive at that point, in those tough time, in your prison break, while you are contemplating jumping into Lagos Lagoon?
What came to my mind then was, I have dreams that I want to achieve. I have things I want to do. I have places I want to go. So will I forfeit all those dreams for just go away like that?
Papa.
So it just, after a couple of hours, I cheered up, and I think that was the day we drop a game. We drop one game on paper like
chess.
That's not chess. It's chess.
I think we draw chess. That's the time we did chess, but small chess.
So I just cheer up and we started playing the game, and before you know, the suicide, this stuff just.
Follow you enter back. The thought follow you enter back. Enter the set.
Yes, now.
I don't know.
But one thing I think people do, that people that eventually commit suicide, is they are too scared of telling people their problem. Like maybe they feel people will view them as a weak person, or people will make jest of them or laugh at them. So they end up bottling everything up, and before you know it, they will do what's in their mind. So there was it. Okay. I saw a video on TikTok. The day before that man committed suicide, he and his wife and his kids, they were on boat ride. He was smiling and playing and joyful. And the guy committed suicide the next day. There was no way they would have figured out that guy was depressed. From that video, he was so joyful, he was so playful, just smiling, and before you know, the next day the guy committed suicide and he's gone.
Wow.
People fear to tell people,
To open up.
to open up to people.
You know, that's why I'm saying this family energy. You know, it's female kind of energy where, you know, you tell somebody something, you hear your news in all the four corners of the world.
They tell them that,
Like men to men, guys, you know, they lift each other and
Brotherhood.
it's brotherhood. So one of the core things I'll tell you is that find a brotherhood. You know, this stretch program is essentially, you know, a brotherhood of 5, you know, and we are sharing our experience in life, and you know, I'm sharing all of this with you. So if you are listening, one of the things you can do is to find a brotherhood to join, you know, create a brotherhood of tough-minded people that share philosophy with you, that you guys can relate and then solve each other problem. Don't go down the drain alone. You see, there's this thing they said about people that are drowning, you know, they just tend to draw other people along. And people that are lifting too tend rising sea and lifts all boats, lifts all ship. So there's that too. Find people that are as energetic, excited about life as yourself, so that you guys can have a small brother, very small. Our own is, you know, maximum of 5. That you guys can just lift each other out of those dark places, you know.
See, Ashake sang a song. He said, "Lonely at the top, gang, lonely." I think it's only lonely at the top, right? So
If you get there alone.
and you don't get to the top alongside.
People, yeah.
People.
When you go there alone,
When you go there alone, then really.
because I am trying to imagine 2022 police custody with only one of us. It will be tougher, you know. Just if it's just one person that is there, I'm sure it's not going to be fun.
Because you see, those that were there alone, you see, they'll be first playing with everybody. You just say at a point,
They become sad.
they become sad, depressed, casual in one place, blah blah blah. You see, the only thing that I can say that self deprived me of really is number one,
Proper
no
sleep, no day.
proper sleep, obvious apparently, no freedom, no that one normal, right? So for say no, almost no erection.
Zero erection.
Because that one don't even call your mind. Or what else? But if it's about I see director, I see Dan Smith, I think okay, when we go out, one customer will see pay. You understand? Blah blah blah. So I was even still running hard inside. They say blah blah blah. So you see, still find a way to find biro and pen, write something down. I was still thinking of dollar, this thing, that time. So there's it's because of
People, you know, you still have that small
because of my
community of
people I've been talking to. But yes, it's not that I'm trying to talk with what's that guy's name? All those guys that said drive tipper, or I'm trying to talk with. I'm talking to people, ChatGPT that have human ChatGPT that have been consulting since ages. So
Yeah, that's true. That's
brotherhood is necessary. You can't.
Yeah, and then listen to, you know, content like this, you know, where you see people sharing their real life experience. They're not just trying to give you all this fugazi. You know, all those people that makes their life look perfect. You know, they say Big Mommy of Lagos is back, and you know, somebody that just came from say started forming Big Mommy again. I mean, which kind of life is this one? You know, so listen to people that are ready to share practical real life lessons, are going to go toughly with this, with details, and rather than, you know, giving you fugazi and making everything look rosy on paper, which is not true. So that's why all their Big Mommy of Lagos, you still end up sleeping 6 months in jail. So what are you saying? So essentially, you know, ladies and gentlemen, I think this episode has been really practical and helpful. You know, the adulthood, we've talked about adulthood, you know, rejection, suicide, you know, loneliness, you know, find a community for yourself. Don't be lonely, don't go through life all by yourself. Last year that John was having a hard time, you know, the client that said she was now, because the client that said he was toasting her. Don't let me go there. You understand? She was having a mental breakdown that year, you know, and the laptop, you know, everything. All of these things are not really. But if he doesn't have people like us to back him up, maybe they will have locked him in that police custody for 3 days, asking him that they are looking for evidence now. Shit, the guy that actually stole the laptop that I was supposed to arrest, and you know, was the one arresting. Imagine that kind of thing, and then now they are even looking for evidence to prove. My own laptop was still in that guy's hand as at that time, that I can arrest him for. They are looking for the evidence of one person that lost laptop. So all those things. When he was going through all those times, it should have been. And then Dan Smith. I don't know whether you have any particular hard time when you lost your mom, but he did not share it, so I will not go there. But essentially, you get my point. All of us go through hard time. It's part of adulthood. It's tough. It's reality. So what I advise you to do is embrace it, but don't go the journey alone. Have friends, have brothers, have a brotherhood, and then we'll see you next Friday where because this topic is dispersive in itself. Just open pages of experience, bad experience, and I don't want to go there. In 2022, I broke my hand. Then I went to police custody. Then don't let us even go there. There's one girl who even broke my heart in 2022. I was like, for crying out loud to Jesus. If you know how much I'm trying to manage the game, and she even broke my heart, I'm like, just fuck it. So we'll meet next week. I remain Elon Jobs, and this is Threshold. And don't forget, this episode is sponsored by no other person than KissCard. Go and use KissCard to handle your e-commerce business. We are rolling out our Certify app, which is the mobile app for everybody that is on KissCard, that is on paid plan on KissCard. Anybody that is on $100 plan and above, we have access to a mobile app on Play Store and App Store. So you might be one of them. If you're already one of them, we are going to give you the news, and now you are going to have access to that, in a jiffy. But for now, and if you want to get data, one of our sponsors is data directcoupon.com.ng. Yeah, go to directcoupon.com.ng to get very, very cheap affordable data from them. And I'll see you in the next episode.